Hey guys, so it's been a week now since the Paris attack. My main focus is not going to be about the Paris attack. There's been so much said about it already and I don't know if I could get through it without crying. So I just want to talk about what inspired me. The night that the Paris attack happened, I went to sleep that night and all I could think about was, wow, you really and truly never know when your life could end. And then I thought, am I happy or am I content? I realized that with some aspects of my life I am happy, but for the most part I'm only content. I'm happy with my family, I love my family, I couldn't ask for any more. I'm very, very happy with my children and my husband. It's great, I love my family. However, when it comes to my day-to-day, I'm content, and sometimes I'm not even content. Sometimes I'm only, okay, or, maybe a little satisfied, but sometimes I'm just really stressed and depressed and not enjoying it at all. So I thought, if I died tomorrow, would I be happy? I thought, I just really need to change my daily routine, what I do during the day, and I realized that, I don't like my job. I'm not happy with that. It probably drags me down, and as it drags me down, it drags my husband down, and it drags my children down, because they can see that I'm clearly not happy, and if mom's not happy, then nobody's probably happy, right? The thing about it is, especially if you're young, high school or secondary school or whatever you want to call it, and you're soon going to college or university, it's very, very, very important to stay true to yourself. Pick something that you're truly passionate about, because if you choose something that, that's just where the money's at, that's what mom and dad have been pushing me to do, it's better to be a doctor or a lawyer than it is to be a painter or a writer, But the truth is, you're going to be the most successful at whatever you love to do. And that's really the truth. Money is not as important as you think it is. I know that sounds completely ridiculous, but trust me when I say a little bit of money can go a long way, and you don't always need a lot of money. For example, say you have a little bit of money, then you might have Netflix. Say if you have a lot more money, you might have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, cable, the whole package. And really, what are you watching? You're probably mostly watching all those shows on Netflix, right? Yet you're still paying for all these other things that you don't even need. You're just paying for them because you have the extra money. So that's the thing about money, is that the more you have, the more you feel like you really need. But you don't. You only need simple things in life. A little bit to buy food. You don't need brand new clothes, despite what you think. You don't. You can go to a thrift store and buy the same things for a much cheaper price. You don't need cable. You don't need a lot of these things that we think that we need nowadays. We can have a much simpler, much more inexpensive life. But the thing is that, we've gotten so used to everything that we have that we just feel like we need more. We need it. But we really don't. Like I said, if there's something that you really feel passionate about, I completely and 100% advise you to take that route. Because you don't want to be 33 and have a job that you realize that you just hate, but you've already spent $50,000 on it. You've already paid it all off, you completely wasted your money, you hate it, but you're stuck. Because when you're 33, who wants to, quit their job and move back in with their parents to go back to school? Nobody. So you might as well go now, while you're young, go to school doing what you know that you love to do. Because chances are, if you love it now, you're going to love it then. I realized something the other day, that I've always loved reading books. Always. And so as I was, in middle school and in high school, I wrote things all the time. I started out writing music. I wrote songs like every day when I was sitting in class. And then I started writing short stories, and then I started writing my own autobiography, and then I started writing real books. And then, when I was completely finished with my first book, I was like, why am I not doing this as a career? Why am I not spending the majority of my time doing what I love to do? Because the truth is, if there's something that you really want, you're gonna go after it. And if you don't go after it, then you don't love it as much as you thought you did. Simple as that. And with the world that we're in today, everything is at our fingertips. If we want it, it's there for the taking. All we have to do is put a little hard work into it and go get it. It's really that simple. Everything is there. You've got, research right in front of you. Get on the computer, figure out how to do it, and go do it. It's that easy. All this really came from my heart because after everything that happened in Paris, it hits close to home. The country is very similar to ours when it comes to, freedom and socialism and all that good stuff. So, it's a little scary because if it could happen to France, it can happen to the United States, which it has, not with ISIS, but Al-Qaeda. I just thought, with all the things that are going on in the world, it's really important to spend your life doing what means the most to you. And if you're not, then are you really living? Are you really living at all? Or are you just floating through life? It's a question of the day. So, yeah. Je suis Paris.